Barry Allen. I am the fastest man alive.
Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing? I hope you have a good week so far. So today is Wednesday, the 10th of December 2014, and we are back. We are reviewing the mid-season finale of The Flash, titled The Man in the Yellow Suit. Oh dear. If you were watching this last night, you will have been just as shocked as I was, maybe not too surprised about who the Reverse Flash is, and I'll get to that in a moment. So anyway, so this episode is all about the Reverse Flash, and also we see Robbie Amell's Firestorm for the first time as well, like properly this time. Caitlin believes that she's seeing things, that she has seen Ronnie Raymond, to which point she speaks to Cisco about it. Cisco is, saying to her, look, he's dead, but as far as Caitlin's concerned, he is alive, but it's not Ronnie. Ronnie doesn't believe that he is Ronnie, basically. But he does something later on in the episode which I was so happy about. It was pretty awesome. Barry, obviously, it's Christmas, by the way, in Central City, and Barry and Iris and Joe, they're at the house and getting Christmas decorations put up. They're about to do an exchange of gifts between Barry and Iris because Joe has to go off for work. Eddie gate crashes the exchanging of gifts. Barry obviously feels left out, and things are actually getting serious between Eddie and Iris, because he asks her to move in with him. That was interesting. Later on, Barry confesses his feelings to Iris. Yeah, think on that one, if you will. When we first see the Reverse Flash in this episode, he is fast. Like, when Diggle saw Barry run and he said, "You're fast, you're very fast." No. Diggle, when you see the Reverse Flash, that's fast. Because even Barry later on confesses that as far as he's concerned, the fastest man alive is the Reverse Flash, not himself. So he kind of felt a bit shit about that. Dr. Tina McGee is one of the scientists featured in this episode. Now, the actress that plays her, Amanda Pays, was actually in the 90s version of the Flash TV show, playing the same character. And also, recently this week, it's been announced that Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker himself from Star Wars, and also the voice of the Joker from the Batman animated series, is going to be playing the Trickster again in an upcoming episode of The Flash. So this is good that they're bringing these old characters from the 90s Flash into the new Flash TV series. It's really good. It's great how they're bridging that gap. I swear, it's like some sort of multiverse is occurring here anyway, because you've got two characters coming back to play the same characters they played in the previous show. How does that work? Anyway, so that's really good. So as I say, Amanda Page, she plays Tina McGee, Dr. Tina McGee. She heads up a labs known as Mercury Labs. There's a nice little DC Comics tidbits in there. There's an Easter egg regarding Mercury, if you know what I'm talking about. And we find out that the Reverse Flash is after a tachyon particle type device to enable him to, do something with it. And so one of the theories was all about, travelling faster than the speed of light, which will coincide with time travel. We're talking about the Reverse Flash here, ladies and gentlemen, so remember that. So anyway, whilst that is happening, as I say, Ronnie is back, and Caitlin and Cisco, they're having to track him down, and they do eventually track him down. They just can't believe what they're seeing. They literally cannot believe what they're seeing. I mean, here's a guy. I like the effects that they've done on Robbie, because he's got, whilst he's in his like ragged sort of clothes, he still has the flame on his head. His hands are also flamed up as well, just mimicking slightly how it looks in the comics. And he flies as well, by the way. He flies, which was awesome. But yeah, I think the pinnacle of the episode was just the fight between Flash and Reverse Flash. It was like I'm reading a comic book and suddenly the pictures just literally came to life. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I thought to myself, here I am, 34-and-a-half-year-old man, watching a TV show based on a comic book character that I absolutely love. Because if it wasn't for Superman, I probably would, you know, my favourite character would obviously be the Flash, because the Flash is second to Superman for me. You know, and just watching the action, the movements, the way that they're fighting and stuff, and how fast the Reverse Flash is moving. Did you notice how he's in constant vibration mode as well? He doesn't stand still, because even when you think he's standing still, he's in a constant state of flux. He is constantly vibrating, he's always moving, so we don't see his face. His voice is altered so well that we can't recognise who he is, because even though he tells Barry, you know who I am, we don't know who he is until later on, perhaps. But seriously, that was a top-notch bit of entertainment TV. It was absolutely brilliant. I absolutely loved it. There was a lovely little heart-to-heart moment between Joe and Barry. You know, Joe was saying how he needs Barry in his life, even if the world needs the Flash. It was very, very touching. Very, very good pep talk between those two. Now, the interesting thing that I also liked was a theory that one Cisco placed towards I believe it was Caitlin, and he was saying how when he was watching both of the Flashes fight each other, he noticed how their energy, the electrical energy that they were releasing, were of different colours. Reverse Flash's was yellow, Barry's was red. On the night that Barry's mother got killed, there were those same two colours there, red and yellow, which Cisco leads to believe that two people were actually present at the time of Nora's death. Was Barry in the past himself? Was it himself? Was he and the Reverse Flash both at a tug of war, trying to stop Reverse Flash from killing his mother? It's an interesting theory, because don't forget, Barry can travel through time, and he can go in the past, and we're talking about the comics here, he can go into the past and look at his former self, if he so chooses. So it's possible that that occurred between those two. There's that possibility. But obviously the biggest spoiler that I'm not even going to mention is right at the end of the episode, because this episode actually ran for an extra 2 minutes. Right at the end of the episode, oh dearie me, I can't say it, but it kind of confirms my theory that I had about who I think the Reverse Flash is. I'm still at two minds about what we saw at the end of the episode. I still think that what we saw may not be what we were supposed to have seen. I'm still seeing some sort of misdirection coming up, because what happens with the Reverse Flash and someone taking a particular beating in this episode, for me, how can you behave like that, allow that to happen to yourself, and then later on act as if nothing happened? You know, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Quickly, just want to mention, obviously it's been announced earlier this week, and we know that it was announced sort of a couple of months ago or so. There is going to be a TV series called Krypton, which is going to take place many, many years, obviously, on Krypton before Kal-El was born on the planet. And it's actually going to be centering around his grandfather. So not Jor-El, but Kal-El's grandfather, Jor-El's father, essentially. So that's going to be interesting. I'm skeptical, because I'm thinking, do we really need to go that far back in history in terms of Krypton? Maybe we do, but I don't know how it's going to work for TV, to be perfectly honest. I would like a proper live action Superman TV show. It's never going to happen because we've got the movies now, the DC Cinematic Universe. So yeah, plus it's been confirmed that the pilot for Teen Titans, or the show's actually going to be called Titans, is due to shoot next year. So Jeff Johns has already tweeted about that, so that's looking interesting, so we're looking forward to that. That's going to be on TNT. Sci-Fi are going to be developing Krypton, CBS with Supergirl, and obviously we've got Arrow, The Flash, Constantine and Gotham. Oh, too much DC Comics TV stuff is too much, I can't take it anymore. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye.